Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. Welcome back to the latest Spanish news update and Benidorm news update. Today we'll be talking about the situation update in tourism, about a missing person, and in case you see or know something, please let the municipal authorities know. We'll be talking about the record, another record that Benidorm reached this year, 2024, and also about the latest scams in 2024. What's happening in Benidorm? You're about to find out. And as usual, at the end of the video, we will be letting you know the weather forecast for the next 7 days. Let's go into it. The first part of the news update is, as usual, the situation in tourism here in Spain, and in particular our region of Costa Blanca and Benidorm town. As you all know, right now it is quite busy. We have a lot of people visiting us, and only just yesterday we filmed you the video about mobility scooter rentals and in general e-bikes, typical scooter rentals, or anything mobility related in different rental companies, 3 of them to be exact, in Benidorm town. So if you did not check that video out, check it out, because you'll see all the prices, you'll see all the information. And is it actually true that hotels scam tourists and charge them more than if they would physically go by themselves to the rental office? And when we went to show you the last one, which is Amigo 24, the oldest company in Benidorm, the area around the Sunday's market, if we tell you it was so busy you couldn't even barely pass through, it's nothing. It was so incredibly busy. There were so many boogies and rental scooters parked everywhere you go. And as you could have seen here on the video clip, incredible atmosphere, even busier than some summer days. This is something that we've witnessed yesterday in Benidorm. In general, hotels, apartments, apart hotels, everything is quite busy from now on, and it will be like this up until the end of summer season, which will be October month, more or less. From now on, it's just going to grow and increase up until summer ends. One of the events that is starting right now, it started yesterday, is the Jornadas de Atún. Every single year we have special traditions here in Benidorm town, and some specific parts of the year, usually in spring, in summer, and then in autumn/winter, we have either tuna week, we have platos de cuchara, which is when you eat something with a spoon, like spoon meals, and then we have tapas during the Benidorm Eurovision pre-selection festival here in Benidorm, and some more of these events. So right now it's tuna time. Yesterday, this is what was happening in the old town by the castle viewpoint, and not only locals but tourists went there to see giant tuna fish being split in special pieces, which one is for what, and it was made by chefs and experts. Really nice. And these tuna are heading towards 13 establishments in Benidorm town that will be participating in this event. Up until the 21st of April, we will have it available, and there's going to be special prices and special meals, either tapas, entire menu, or a dish, the plate itself, for special popular prices that you will be able to taste that have tuna as the main star ingredient of the recipe. So if you all love seafood and fish, try it out definitely, because you will enjoy it. On the official website of Visit Benidorm as well, you're able to check out which of the 13 places are taking part in this contest of a kind and in this unique event that we happen to celebrate every single year in spring. Another not so good news is that yesterday there was a boy who went missing, 16 years old. Here you have a picture and all the information. Blue eyes. He was wearing red and black t-shirt. He went missing yesterday in Benidorm town, and so far he was not found anywhere. Hopefully, let's hope for the best, and let's hope that he will be found very soon here in Benidorm town, or wherever he is right now. And a lot of strength to his relatives and parents. Let's hope for the best. If someone knows something, please reach out. The second news that I wanted to share with you all is coming from Benidorm town that reached another record. And this time it's not something related with the tourism, but with living in Benidorm town, Spain, with retiring in Spain and living here in the sunny region. The international residents in Benidorm right now are reaching historical numbers thanks to Benidorm being such a big, attractive town. So many people choose it for their retirement or simply to come and live here and even work in the region. Due to its great, gorgeous climate, the being so close towards the highway, towards Alicante, Calpe, even Valencia is 1.5 hours away from here. Having shopping malls, having gorgeous places where have a walk, do some sports, a lot of services. This is why this region is so attractive. And having a big option to work or open something tourism related is also a big attractive point for a lot of those who are choosing this region to live here permanently. This year, the interest in living here legally in the area, in the city, brought us more than 2,250 new residents in Benidorm town. We're talking through all the year 2023. Okay. Right now, we have around 74,600 official residents in Benidorm town. And only a few years ago, these were only 66,000. Obviously, not a lot of people who live here are actually registered. A lot of them do not know that they need to reconfirm their official like residency in Benidorm town in the town hall every now and then, especially those who are outside of European Union, which is why these numbers are not exact. But more or less, I think more or less 80,000, 78,000 maybe. This would be the correct number to say of people who are living right now whole year long in Benidorm town. From all those who live here whole year long, around 64.9% are Spanish, which is surprising. I thought there's going to be way more of international residents, but according to official numbers from the town hall, it's 64.9% are Spanish. The rest, 35.1%, are international residents. Where do these people come from? Obviously, as you could have guessed already, the vast majority are British. It's 4.8%, almost 5%. Then 3.2 are coming from Colombia. Surprisingly, I didn't know there's so many Colombians here in the area. 3.13, almost the same as from Colombia, are people from Romania. And on the last three places are people from Pakistan, Ukraine, and Russia. So we have a very big British community here in Benidorm, obviously. The sun started to shine quite hard, so we had to put our sun hats on because the sun is really aggressive. So when you come here, we'll give you a few tips and tricks towards the end when we'll be talking about the weather forecast on how to stay safe on the sunshine in Spain right now. But first, let's continue with the last news from this news update, shall we? And this news is about the scams and things that are happening right now in Benidorm town in 2024 in the summer season. Few things that you should know and you should be aware of. First of them, obviously, you know that we have the potato men, the potato scammers, those who have these like card boxes, like paper boxes, thick paper boxes. They put them three like on top of it with some tape, and they make like a table, which they can take away and just throw away in any second. And they use some potatoes. Well, they put some bean in it, and they like play like this. You need to see where it actually ended, and if you go correctly with it, then you earn money. Surprise, surprise, you will never do that. It's impossible because it's a scam. And if not, then you lose money. Usually they have like a group of people around them saying that, oh, I won, like they are winning. But that's because these people work for these scammers. Okay, these are family members, friends, they work for them. It's not real. So when you see these type of things, run away, because not only you can get scammed, you will lose your money. Definitely 100% you will lose it, because that's impossible to win. It's a scam once again. But also you need to be careful, because things that you have in your back pockets, for example, or things you have in a bag or somewhere on the back, careful with this, because you might also lose your belongings and money. So do not go for this type of scam. Do not play it. Never, ever, ever run if you see them. The second one is also mojito sellers on the beach. We spotted them already on the Levante beach. Not sure of Poniente side. Let us know if you've seen them, please. But we did see them on the Levante beach. Police are going right full speed against them. Police are going even with quads by the beach. Why quads? Because it's easier to go by the beach, and it will start the persecution. But as for now, we still have mojito sellers selling illegal cocktails on the beach, and it shouldn't be the case. First of all, on the beach, you cannot drink alcohol here. And second of all, this alcohol, a lot of the times, is a rubbing alcohol, and it's the pharmaceutical alcohol. A lot of the times, it's the cheapest one you can ever potentially get, and it's associated with a poisoning, even going into a coma. So as much as if you would like to have a fresh, nice cocktail on the beach, it's not going to be nice, it's not going to be fresh, and it's going to be very expensive, and probably with a visit to the doctor afterwards. So if you want to have something, grab some drinks by yourself, go to the beach right next to some chiringuito, on the sand, any of the bar right next to the beach side, grab a cocktail, have a nice drink, and then return to the beach. Don't risk your health, because this is also a scam. It might look like something very attractive, very nice, but it's not from the nearby bars. They mix it all on the floor, on the ground, or inside of the car. They put the cheapest alcohol they will find to make it profitable, and then they're just playing with your health. So these are two main scams running on right now. Also, there are with the increase of tourists, obviously, there's going to be some increase of robberies, of thefts. Okay, this is not something we have to be too concerned about, as in other areas like Barcelona. That things got way out of control out there. It's bizarre. Here, it's not the same, obviously, but still, in every single city where there is tourism, there's going to be some thefts and robberies. So, in order to be safe, what you need to do is, first of all, do not bring a lot of money with you whenever you go somewhere outside. Use your bank cards if you can, or bring a tiny, like a small amount of money you think you will spend on it. If you use different types of bags, never, ever, ever leave them on the back hanging, or here, try and always have them up front, because like this you will protect them and you will see if someone will be coming towards you. If you are going, especially at night, if you're going at night somewhere by yourself, try and use a taxi or different types of transportation service. Do not go by yourself in empty spaces, especially if you have had quite a few drinks. This mostly is related towards gentlemen, okay? Because then there's ladies who might come, might give you a hug, might ask you something, and then they have people around them that will just appear out of nowhere and just steal your belongings. So it's not common. I'm not saying it's common, it's not to scare you, but it's something that's happening in every single part of the world where there's tourism. You need to be cautious with it, and do not bring a lot of valuable objects. Do not bring a lot of like expensive bracelets, jewelry, earrings, something here like on the neck. uh, Too much is too much, and it just it draws attention to you, so it's not always necessary. When you go to the beach, use these special like plastic things where you can put things inside, like a phone, a bank card, and money, and that's it. Don't bring anything else with you. These things, usually you can go with them inside of the water. You can splash with water, you can swim with them, and nothing's gonna happen to it. We tried it when we went to the water park in Benidorm. We even were diving, like there were some jellyfish around, and we were going deep into the water, and nothing happened. So these things actually work. You just need to buy like a good one that is to immerse inside of the water. That is suitable for it, and that's it. Don't bring big giant bags with you. If you bring it, empty it, so that people will see that you don't have anything, or like bury it into the sand and then put the towel on top, and stay nearby. Like if you go into the water, stay somewhere where you could physically see your belongings. These will be some of the tips and tricks, and this is something that will be happening throughout the whole entire summer. Happy summer season, everyone! But it's not only here, it's everywhere. So if you know how to stay safe, if you know where to look at, what to avoid, then your holidays will be way, way safer with all these tips and knowing what's actually going on. And now let's have a short walk by the lovely, calm and quiet beach in Albir, the paradise village right next to Benidorm, and we'll let you know what weather will be waiting for you in the next week. Let's go. This is what the weather looks like today. We did have some clouds. It's like a teeny tiny whitish. There's not even clouds. It's like a fog of the heat. So there's still some sunshine. Don't get me wrong. There's still quite a lot of sunshine here, and you need some sun hats or something to protect your eyes and your head from the sun because it is quite aggressive already. This is what we have, a calm and quiet Mediterranean Sea. Quite a few people here on the beach, or at least having a lovely walk down the promenade. Obviously, Benidorm Beach is way busier than this beach of Albir is right now. It's not going to be raining at least for minimum 7 days from now onwards, and it's going to be sunny with just a teeny tiny bit of clouds, more or less as it is right now. Various areas here in our region are in extreme alert due to fire, possible fire. Bear that in mind. Be cautious. Don't throw away any kind of garbage or litter that might get caught in fire, because in our region just yesterday we had a huge fire in Taverna. We've seen helicopters right here going directly here behind the mountains towards the Mediterranean Sea to pick up some water, and it's a very, very difficult and hard situation. The fume and all the fire could even be seen from space. That's how hard it is. And even right now, it's still continuing. From yesterday midday, it's still continuing. It was extinguished for some time, but then it reactivated once again. And it's a very, very sad situation that got more than 100 people evacuated yesterday for precautions. So there is alert in Torrevieja, there's alert outside Alicante, Elche. So bear that in mind. If you go to natural parks, please don't throw things away just like that, because it's very dry, it's very hot outside, and first fires have started already. We're not even into the summer season. We're not even to physical summer just yet, and this is already happening. As for the temperatures, today we'll have around 23 degrees, which is a great. And like this, it's going to be up until Thursday, Friday. On Friday, for some reason, there's going to be a cold air mass probably coming to our region, because we will have only 19, 20 degrees. Maybe that will change because usually the weather can shift in just 2 days' time. So you never know what might be happening. And starting from Friday, the temperatures will increase back again as nothing has ever happened. And great summer, probably very hot summer, is waiting for us this year. Starting from now on, temperatures will keep increasing. Right now in April, it's going to be 23, 26, maybe up until 30 late April. May, more or less the same. And then starting from the end of May, we'll hit more than 30 degrees already here in the region. As per se, as usual, it is happening. So stay safe, drink water, bring water bottles with you when you go to explore, sun hats, sunscreen, sunglasses, and some natural materials clothing to make sure you will not get not only a sunburn but also like sun heat inside of the body, because it is quite an unpleasant thing to have. Stay safe, and greetings from Benidorm. Bye, dears.